I sort of get the feeling, in retrospect, like, at first it sort of was a game sort of just pretending to be a game, because there wasn't really any set goal. It just sort of guided you by the hand to explore the world, I guess. And it sort of started edging towards this idea that perhaps, no, this game is not really just pretending to be a game, it's pretending to be some sort of, art piece, perhaps. And then it suddenly hits you over the head with this chapter 2, where it just takes it one step further. And just actually starts lampooning this concept of games as art pieces in this first section. Like, I don't get what the game is trying to leave behind for me, for the viewer, for the player. Yeah, I need to get to work. There's no real coherent story. There's no villain. There's nothing tragic really happening. There's a few tragic stories about the miners and stuff. But those all happened in the past, and you don't really have any effect on them. All you can do is sort of experience the story as it was told. I suppose that was just the intro, and now we actually head into chapter 2. Lula Chamberlain, your application. Thank you for your application to the Gaston Trust for Imagined Architecture's annual fellowship. We received a record number of applications this year, over 100 in total. And regrettably, we can only award one fellowship position per year. Why is that dude's feet floating above my face? As you know, our review... Can you please stop pushing your feet in my face? It's extremely annoying. As you know, our review process includes a multi-phase blind committee analysis of portfolio submissions, as well as a careful review by a panel of subject matter experts on each applicant's notability and relevance in the field. We must be extremely selective because we are posh bastards and we have to maintain the standards that we have established over our 35 years in operation. The thing is, buddy, like, if you would do all these things, that would be good. But you don't have to brag about it. Like, Jesus Christ, buddy, have some self-respect. Our panel did not select your application. We encourage you to consider reapplying. You could have just said that. Many young artists and architects reapply for a few successive years before being accepted. Okay, so that all makes sense. Dr. Carl Stone Norden, architect, Gaston Trust for Imagined Architecture. Why is it imagines? What's the whole point of being imagined? And below is a hastily handwritten note. Sorry for the condescending form letter. Love your work. Unfortunately, I just do the mail here. Oh, that's cute. Robert. Oh, you should keep that. Yeah, that's a memory. That's a core memory right there. It's better than me falling ass first like a toilet. Don't ask. Don't ask. Lula opens a folder of writing. Wow, that's all I can think of now. Okay, let's see. So we can open a folder on her desk labeled proposals, or a folder of writing paper. All printed on fading letterhead. Reading Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces. A site hospital. Proposed use, auto dealership. Distillery, proposed use, graveyard. Weird. Basketball court, proposed use, kennel. Can we build a graveyard? That sounds fun. Distillery still active, but scaling down operation to less than half of the site. Distillery built on top graveyard originally. Hybrid distillery graveyard could share resources. Chapel, once repurposed into bottling factory, could be repurposed into chapel. I can't imagine those people enjoying having a graveyard around, but on the other hand, you could like do for some cool marketing. Build like zombie beer and shit. That probably wouldn't be very appropriate, but you know. Proposal 1. Oh, I'm probably gonna have to do them all, right? Okay, let's see. So, hospital closed due to repeated sanitation violations. Auto dealership sanitation requirements comparatively lax. Small operating rooms could be repurposed into offices. Large cubicle-style administrative offices could be repurposed into showrooms. Can we like not immediately start tearing down hospitals? You can probably fix them. Is that it? Apparently I only have 2 to do. And I can see like the very nice man whose feet I was worshipping. Rick clears his wait, Rick? Oh, Rick is the guy here, I'm assuming. How you doing, Rick? I shouldn't complain, so. Did you get my notes? About the proposals. I just finished them. I'll tell you, Diane. I think she was waiting on... I don't know. So, how did your application go? I saw in the mailroom, and I saw you got a letter back. Sorry, I didn't mean to pry. I just saw. It's fine, Rick. I'm not going anywhere. How's your goldfish? Are you talking about me now? It's interesting. I can sort of understand how that conversation could have gone a variety of ways, depending on what you picked. I'm assuming this game wouldn't mind playing with the very fabric of reality and just entirely changing the story to fit whatever option you pick. So we're back with Shannon and Conrad. Can we sort of talk to Blue first? She's a good girl. Did you get a good rest? Sorry about all this walking. I'm sure it's hard on your creaky paws, too. She looks old, though. She looks extremely old. Let's see. Maybe somebody can point us in the right direction. Looks like they're still open. Must be the night shifts. What do you think they do here? What do you think? When I got my license, I had to go to this government building in Frankfurt. Kind of low to the ground, a bit older. Didn't really look like this place, I guess. But they have all that same feel. Bureaucracy in the air, too much concrete. I know that, yeah. Do you think we're inside or outside right now? Oh wait, yeah. I mean, maybe we're both, right? We're gonna be like philosophical bullshit. There we go, yeah. You know, just for a quick platitude. Well, maybe someone around here has a better sense of direction. End of the line. Maybe it's still under construction. Work seems to have stopped for now, yeah. So I guess we're supposed to find a way inside. How's Conrad's leg doing? He seems to be a bit better. I actually thought it was broken at first, but it seems to be fine. I'm not super sure where the game wants me to go, though. Where do I go inside? Oh, we can just walk. Oh, of course, yeah. I thought this was gonna like be an impenetrable barrier for some reason. And there's a bell on the out. Wait, yeah, that's a good point. There's a bell on the outside. It sort of feels like we're just wandering into a building without actually going inside. Hello? Service? Big, jolly old fat man? Oh no. Okay. How you doing? Marianne, well, here you are. Better late than never. Just unload the whiskey over there by the elevator. The whiskey? Why do you guys need a whiskey? What's up with Shannon? Wanna settle a bed? I'm actually pretty busy, but sure, what's up? I love it, you can just go back and forth between these people. Can you be both inside and outside at the same time? Is that like a philosophy thing, or are you just lost? Yeah, we're just lost. I'm sort of interested, but I also kind of want to see what happens if you're not interested. If you know what I mean. I want to be the light-hearted man. Sir, not a... Sorry. Honest... Yeah, I'm not the whiskey delivery man. Even though technically I am. I just deliver it to my own stomach. We're supposed to have a little celebration here at the office, but the whiskey never showed up. I saw your truck and thought, yeah. Oh shit, is this gonna be the distillery that we were talking about? Is it gonna be like next to a graveyard? What are you celebrating? The less I understand, the better. When I'm here, I keep the fans turning and the furnace hot and listen for the bell. When I get home, I'm a different person. I just paint. Well, it's clear that you're new to this territory. I expect you just mean to be passing through. We're looking for Dogwood Drive. Never heard of it. You're going to need to talk to someone upstairs about that. One of the map clerks. But first, we've got to get you into the system, so you'll need an appointment with one of the ingestion oh Jesus Christ, this is bureaucracy hell. Rick is booked, proofreading drafts, Wanda's out on a site. Let me go make some calls and see if we have anyone free. There are some books over there in the waiting area. Jesus Christ, have you seen our grotesques? What the hell are grotesques? Are those supposed to be books? I see the TVs, yeah, I'm aware. I don't care for TVs. I haven't watched TV in like 20 years. Can I see the books instead? There we go. 3 books are piled on the table. The service manual for a sewage pump, architecture plans for a bungalow, and a slim collection of Japanese death haiku. With an envelope. Bureau of Secret Tourism. It contains several small handwritten brochures with ritualistic directions to bizarre locations. You don't say. Can we talk about this? Looks like the lady's back, so... Oh good, I thought you left. People can be so impatient, you never know. Well, I have you meeting with Lula Chamberlain. She's a senior clerk and doesn't usually handle the ingestion process, but she's the only one with room on her plate this evening. My schedule says she's on the 5th floor. The elevator is just back on the left. 5th floor. Thanks, I guess? And now we can no longer look at the TVs. I'm hesitant to think what... I'm hesitant to think about the symbolism sort of behind the TV, trying to distract you. Because that's been like a repeating theme. The TV is just sort of there to distract you from the actual story. But in this case, the problem is, you don't really necessarily know what the actual story is. These people just want to get to Dogwood Drive, that's it. Fifth floor, diagrams and drafts. Archives and records. Bears, okay. Conference room, clerk's offices, and lobby. Shit, I'm kind of interested. I want to see the bears. Come on, when you see like a floor that just says bears, you just want to see. That's 1, 2. Where's the floor of bears? It actually is a floor of bears. Oh, that's amazing. Hey lads, how you doing? They seem fairly chill, actually. It's just a floor of bears. I mean, what good office doesn't have like a floor of bears? Can I sort of chill with the bears? I guess I can. Can I pet the bears? I would love to pet the bears. This is a nice place, though. I can see the organ. I can see the organ. Where Conrad was asking, like, what is this place? Or Shannon was asking. You could say like a cathedral or a building. Maybe it was a cathedral all along. And we are actually inside now. It feels like we're inside. Oh, this is messing with my brain. Wait, I can go behind that. Go behind that. Go behind that. Go have a look. No? Never mind. We're just gonna get stared at by bears. I feel like we have some time. Can we just see all the floors instead? We're way past due, whatever delivery we have to make anyway, so. Can we perhaps solve our own problem? And go to archives and records, look for ourselves. Although this place looks like a bit of a mess. I hope she didn't leave. That would be interesting that she left before we had like a chance. And Conrad's so unreasonably slow as well. I mean, I know that the man sort of wrecked his leg trying to get through mine, but still. And I'm assuming... Can we sort of walk to the balcony again? I have a vague assumption that the higher you will get... Oh no, I was gonna say the more it would look like a cathedral, but it's starting to look like a cave and... like... I don't know, engineering... a sewer system perhaps. This is destroying my brain. Can we just sort of go see Lulu? Or Lula? I did want to see the floor of bears. I mean, come on, when you have all these options, you can't not go to the floor of bears. That's probably like on that tourist guide that we found. It's probably on there. Like, come one, come all, come here to visit the floor of bears. Stare awkwardly for 5 minutes. And then leave. Can we fix the record? Beethoven? Ooh. That's a bit harsh, isn't it? That's a bit serious for just an average workday. Greg is hard at work examining some diagrams, measuring angles with a plastic protractor. Can I help you? Don't answer that. I think I will. I'm looking for Lula Chamberlain, so... You just missed her, actually. She was up here about an hour ago. She's probably back at her real desk now, on the first floor. She barely made a dent in these diagrams. Must have been distracted. Speaking of which... What? Oh, you just continue your work, I see, yeah. So this is supposedly the highest floor. And when you look outside, it feels like you're below the surface of the earth. I guess that's a point. Can I walk behind? No. Yeah, I'm supposing that's a point. The higher you climb up the ladder, the more you clamber below the surface. Until you become like a weird, shifty-eyed mole man. Atop of your ivory tower. Fiddling with diagrams. Okay, maybe I have like a vague sensation of understanding what angle this game is taking. I'll just go to the first floor. I love the floor of bears. It's my favorite thing ever. They just have a floor of bears. How does not have like every building have a floor of bears? Are you lost? No, we're looking for Lula. She's much too busy. Let's get some of our junior clerks to sort your paperwork first. I see. It's a pretty straightforward process. First you'll need to get a case number assigned. Talk to clerk Metzstein about that. She's just over there at the end of the room. Happy to be of service. Yeah, this is essentially obstructionism the game. Fucking overly detailed bureaucracy. I hate it. I hate every second of it. Having to have gone through it multiple times before as well. It's usually like just for basic things, like basic human decencies. You gotta like jump a million miles of red tape just to get it. You're allowed to have it, you just have to jump all the tape. And people think that's okay. Hi, how are you? Fine, thanks. I just need your card and lists of your last 5 permanent addresses. Can I just skip to the chase? I'm not feeling this. I come to my video games to sort of not have to deal with the bureaucracy of life, so let's just not go through it again. Can we just talk to Lula? Having fun in the paperclip labyrinth. Well, you made it eventually. Yeah, it was fun, yeah. At least she's nice about it. She's not like, you know, I'm busy. Shove off. I'd offer you my seat, but my ankles are turning on me. Do you have arthritis? Dr. Truman says my joints are eroding one another. They've been collaborating for decades. It's only natural they want to kill each other now. Well, enough about my hateful wrists, and that's actually fairly profound. That's interesting. This concrete bunker of an office is just a waypoint for you, I'm sure. Where are you trying to go to? See, I don't understand. I don't understand this distinction. To get to 5 Dogwood Drive, supposedly I need to find a 0. But the 0 is like the big mystery in and of itself. The 0 is where it's at. The 0 is the name of the game. So let's just go with Dogwood Drive then. Dogwood Drive, that's funny. Do you know I used to live on Dogwood Drive? This was years ago. A grimy old house. Basement full of insects. Attic full of birds. I had a few roommates. We all worked at the university. I had a dog. I drank whiskey and beer and made sculptures. But that Dogwood was a surface road. With a name like that, it would have to be. What are you doing on the 0? My cousin Weaver sent us this way. Yeah, Weaver Marquez. Do you know her? She came through here as an intern. One of my old colleagues must have referred her. Do you know, I never asked. Anyway, there's not much challenging work here. Much less for a gifted magician. Much less for a gifted mathematician. She helped translate some notes on architectural plans I picked up in Mexico. She was very bored. We used to sit on the steps by the river, on our lunch break, and talk about geometry. I hope she wasn't in trouble. I lost touch with her so suddenly. I had recommended she go see some old friends of mine at the university about a new acoustic surveying venture. I often worry she became wrapped up in some tenured professor's quixotic research project. You know the type. Gray-haired, intellectual, narcissistic, yeah. Fucking katana sitting on his desk. I guess she sent you here because she respected me, thought I could help. Weaver is a dear girl, but I'm afraid you've been misled. Excuse me. Can you just tell us where the fucking road is? No, it's not possible. The Dogwood Drive I lived on is now called Pale Dogwood Drive. They've renamed all the streets, you see. Too many streets with the same names. It was never a problem before, but now we have these databases, and it's all too confusing for the computer. That's a bit sad. The computer has no sense of ambiguity, so it proclaims an error. Name collisions. So my Dogwood Drive is Pale Dogwood Drive, and another might be Large Leaf Dogwood Drive, or Himalayan Flowering Dogwood Drive, and so on. But one of them is still just Dogwood Drive. Or so we might hope. It's really a matter of consulting records, of which we have an abundance. See, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to get ahead of this. I expect we must have a record. They'll be up in Archives and Records, 4th floor. It'll be filed under 0, under O for odonyms, probably, or G for generic, or maybe S for specific, depending on which part of the street name was changed. Wow. How does that make sense? How does that make a lick of sense? Are you expecting me to come out of this conversation enlightened, understanding what I need to do? Because, wow. Serves you wrong. Yeah, we no longer have to see the floor of bears, it's fine. I kinda wanna follow the conference though. They're still at it, they've been at it for a while. Maybe they're talking about bears. Kinda wanna hear. Are you guys talking about the bears? How to get like more bears? Can we listen in? Can I pretend like to be the CEO because I'm very old? Apparently not. These people don't even mind that we're just sort of wandering in, having a look around. And there's the organ. Now it's in clear view. There's a man with a barbecue? Can we talk to the man? I'm not even in control anymore. The game is just sort of forcing me to watch the guy, I don't know, cook his meat. I see, is this the ode to the bad burger? But it's not particularly our fault if you burn your burger. You know, you don't have to like pretend like that's a big sad moment for you. Because now you're making it a big sad moment for pretty much everybody here. Organ performance. And something has changed, definitely. What are they watching? A parade of disconnected images, obscure corners of nameless interiors, astronomical diagrams projecting the distances between celestial bodies, a painting by Giorgio di Chirico, a list of unpopular anagrams. Okay. I wish that dude would play something a little more exciting than the melancholy, but I guess that's what we're gonna have to do it with. Yeah, 4th floor. I think I'm ready to sort of stop fucking around. Let's just go to the 4th floor. It's slowly getting over time as well, so you should probably find a natural stopping point. Okay, so I'm not too sure what the deal is with the man. Ooh, he's going at it with like increasing intensity, which is all kinds of strange. I'm also very interested about the fact that it seems like this place doesn't really have a balcony, or does it? Sort of seems shorter than the other ones. Can't even walk past the wall. Damn, this place is a mess. Okay. Take a look through that logbook. Maybe there's some kind of system to all these boxes. I'll just start digging. Good luck with that. The small logbook has a smart leather cover. A few notes are scribbled on the inside. Most pages are just lists of titles, names, and dates. Oh boy. Look at the front. Document staff, please do not transfer any more records from the storage unit until we get the new file cabinets in. We're up to F, and that will have to do for now. Instruct clerks to focus on activities beginning with the letters A, B, C, D, E, and F. That's one way to sort of adapt your database. Jesus Christ, that sounds insane. How am I supposed to use this information to find anything useful? Failing antique shops folder missing. Listed checked in on page 63 but not present. I'm starting to get more pages now. Check in, failing antique shops. Monday, 3 p.m. Signee Ed Boom. Is that somebody we should talk to, perhaps? It could be, actually. Several documents relating to sporting competition venues were quickly checked out and back in over a period of a few days. Okay. Oh, dude finally stopped it. That was really getting to me, sort of having to talk over that dude jamming on his, instrument. Check in. Yeah, we've seen that one. I didn't see 14 though, I think. A single set of documents relating to coal mining operations was checked out and back in by several different people within a few hours. Okay. I think that's about it, isn't it? Half of these boxes aren't even labeled, and the rest are all from the first few letters of the alphabet. Couldn't find anything with an OG or an S. Maybe that clerk knows somewhere else. So you want to go back to the clerk upstairs, or do you want to go back to Lula? I kind of want to go back to Lula. She's a very nice person. Okay, so that's who Shannon was talking about as well. That's good, I suppose. Can we go see the bears? I really want to go see the bears again, but I don't have time. We have to do this. But they're so nice. Look at them. They just sort of look around. They're adorable. I love bears. Okay, lady, we didn't find Jack's quad. You're gonna have to help us here. Like, throw me a bone. Or just anything. Well, they must still be in transit. You see, we've only moved into this venue somewhat recently, and it's all a bit in progress. This was a cathedral not so long ago. Can you believe it? I definitely can. And then the Bureau reclaimed it. The old congregation has been directed to one of our storage facilities for their activity. That's where you'll find the street name records, I expect, at the church. Marianne at reception can give you directions. Just come back here when you have the files and we'll begin the necessary paperwork. Oh, and while you're out on the road, you might want to stop and see Dr. Truman about your leg. He's a specialist regarding ailments of the joints and limbs, and I know he works at night. His home office is in a small neighborhood on the east edge of Bowling Green. Here's his card. Do stop and see him. That leg is a miserable sight. Take care of each other. Wow, we just got a whole heaping bunch of information tossed our way. And I'm assuming this is gonna set the stage for what we're gonna try to do in this chapter, whatever it may be. I'm gonna end up at the cathedral. It's gonna like turn into a tennis court or something. Can we go listen to the man one more time? I know I have to go. I'm running vastly over time, but can we just go listen to the man one more time? Ah, poor Conrad. Maybe I should see a doctor first. It's probably important. If not for him, for my sanity, so he can, like, walk fast again. Don't have to take forever tracking him around a game, essentially. Is he just gonna play the same song? Apparently not. He's just eating. Okay, that's fine then. Let's see if we can get out of here.